Okay, so basically what Guerrilla House is and why Guerrilla House is. Well, pretty much you know enough of my situation that Val and I split. And I took that previous video down because I had no intention of this being the outcome, but it was it upset Val. You know, she's a very private person. She always has been. You haven't seen her on here a lot, and our business is our business, and so totally not my intention. So that's why I took it down. But you get the gist of it. You know, we're split up. Not loving it. Still not loving it. But it is what it is, and what are you going to do? So I have this beautiful house that we have rented, that I have rented, and I figured, what am I going to do, man? Am I going to be alone with my sorrow and just get stuck in a rut, for however long, or just throw myself into something else? So I figured I'm going to throw myself into something else. So what am I going to throw myself into? What am I going to do? Start blasting and just blow up and risk my health? No, scratch that one off the list. Take my motorcycle out and run around and meet up with some of the people I used to run with many, many years ago, if they're even still riding, and just raise hell again and just act like I'm a kid. No, X that off the list. Drink bourbon or whatever the deal might be, like more so than normally, which is normally I drink it every few months. All right. Every few months I'll have a shot or two, a few shots. No. So I'm trying to make lemonade out of lemons, and I'm trying to do something positive and constructive with myself, and it just so happens that we have two brothers here that I'm very close to. Brother Rob's been around, we've been together quite a while, a lot. And his situation pretty much, he's been in this funk, kind of stuck in this place for a few years now, since the mother of his daughter they were together 16 years since she passed away. So she's deceased, and he's never gotten over any of it, and he's never really moved on. Not really. He hasn't even dated anyone since she passed. And he's been down on himself about that, and so it's not a good place to be. And he's been doing better the past couple of years, but still a long ways to go, I think, for him to be really happy or to try to become happy. And then we have Brother Burrow. Brother Burrow, if you follow his channel, which you probably should, Brother Burrow is an integral component in Guerrilla with a Cause as well. And he has separated from his wife. They weren't together very long. It was a whirlwind romance into a quick marriage. And I think they had a year or something or so, and they're separated, and they want to reconcile. They've tried a couple times, doesn't seem to come together, just doesn't seem to coalesce. So something's wrong. Here I am now, same boat, single. Though I don't really feel single, to tell you the truth. So something is wrong, clearly. I've done something wrong. I've spent how many years in this relationship, and I'm that many years older, and I thought that it was a done deal, that this is the person that I'm going to be with. This is, like a lot of people. So the three of us have enough in common that, we share Guerrilla with a Cause, a desire to be better people, and a desire to have a positive footprint and impact, in the world in which we move through. And fitness, we share that in common, working out. But all three of us, there's a reason why we're single, a reason why we have found ourselves in this spot. And I'm learning what those things are. And I'm already making moves towards reparations as far as within myself. You know, and I can go into that. That's a whole other set of videos. There's a lot of things that change after a few years, and when those things change, you're not the same man anymore. You're not the same man anymore. So, and I'm gonna go into some of those things where I think that I changed and I fell short, and I'm not gonna mention Val beyond this video because she's a private person, man. She appreciates her privacy, and you know, we're gonna leave it at that. And it's not that there's anything to be said anyway. There's no point. It's not for me to put somebody else out there that doesn't want to be out there, doesn't want their business out there, or our business. So we're going to leave it at that. We're just going to look at some of the flaws that I think that I have and that I have nurtured, actually, over a period of years that has delivered me to the point where, you know, my partner is no longer, you know, feeling it. I mean, it's just tired of some of my characteristics, the way that they've changed. Simple as that. So the three of us together, you know, we have agreed, we've moved in here, we're around each other all the time, we eat together, we shop together, we train together, we support each other, and we also call each other out on our own bullshit. So that's the thing, and that part's painful, that growth. You have to be able to be held accountable. And, you know, if you can't be held accountable by your brothers, then who? You know, your brother's not putting you down when he points out your faults. And you may have numerous faults. You may have numerous faults, but it's not like somebody's harping on you. That's what we're here for. That's what we're trying to uncover. So, you know, when your brother says something to you about something that you just did that's not acceptable behavior, you know, whether it could be any damn thing. It could be like sticking your hand in the ice rather than using the ice machine, right? Open the door and put your hand in there. I mean, it could be anything. It can be anything, bigger than that, smaller than that. Just if it's just really not correct, if it's just not on point, then we hold each other accountable, call each other out for it because we want to correct these things. And of course, there's going to be times when somebody gets called out or you get called out, you don't appreciate it, and you cop an attitude, and sparks fly. And it's already happened. But it doesn't matter if sparks fly. This is what we agreed to. This is what we're doing. And, you know, thus far, we always make up, reconcile, see the point, and understand where it's coming from. That's coming from a good place. It's meant to help and improve. If your brother didn't care about you, your brother wouldn't care what you did. You know, not as far as the hand in the ice thing, but other things, right, that don't particularly concern the three of us together living here in this house. So that's a big thing, too. You have to be able to be self-analytical and to be able to take the exposure of your bad qualities or bad habits. You know, that's where we're at. You know, so it's a learning experience. So that's why and what Guerrilla House is. Now this week, a lot of stuff happened. Had we been filming, there would be some really good content, but we weren't filming because we were busy moving. We didn't have internet initially, so now we're up. So this video, we're going to show you a little introduction, show you around the house a little bit, and have just a few little peeks, little vignettes of some of the stuff that's been going on. So I think particularly since I'm only going to show you little pieces now, I think we'll put in a bunch of how we've been eating and, you know, some things like that. Anyway, hope it's a little interesting. Have all confidence that hereafter the videos are going to be more frequent and they're going to be much more involved, open, and brutally honest. So amongst ourselves, like I said, we're not going to be pulling other people in and exposing anything other than things that happen, interactions between the three of us in day-to-day life, you know, day-to-day life.